words of my mouth and the meditation of our hearts be always acceptable in your sight, O Lord, our strength and Redeemer.
Amen.
Martha, Martha, you are worried and distracted by many things. There is need of only one thing. Mary has chosen the better part. I can't imagine the consternation that those words have caused for the last almost 2,000 years. This has never been a favorite story of mine. And I had to figure out why before I could preach on it. Why didn't I like it? And it took me several hours to work through this. I am a Martha person. When I was growing up, my mother would tell me, you cannot hold still. You're always doing something. Do it, hold still. Just sit and be quiet. And I couldn't do it. I still have trouble. And I just must have taken that as a rebuke of the Lord. Mary has chosen the better part. Bad boy. And it's bothered me. When I need time off, I go out and work in my yard. That's my therapy, working. Not sitting and contemplating. I've learned how to do it. I can't do it for more than an hour or two at a time. I just got to get up and do something. And it bothered me and said, how do I reconcile all of this? And as I kept going through this story, I found several things at issue here. Jesus was a radical, a rebel. He railed against the social limitations that were put on people. And this story, I find, is a companion story to last week's lesson, the Father Dan preached on, the Good Samaritan. We started the service with a summary of the law. You are to love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself. Last week was your neighbor as yourself. This week, we're talking about loving God. Last week, Jesus changed the social relationship. Jews and Samaritans hated each other. But it was the Samaritan that was the good friend, the neighbor. Today we have a role reversal. Mary is sitting at the foot of Jesus. This is something that was not done back then. When a rabbi would sit down and teach, his disciples were gathered, and they were all men. All men. Jesus has Mary sitting there with his disciples. He didn't travel alone. He had his disciples with him. And she's sitting at the foot of the rabbi with the men. That is a social transformation. Is that the better part? She's willing to stretch the boundaries? I don't know. There is a time and a place for everything. Ecclesiastes tells us that. There's a time to live and a time to die. There's a time to sow, a time to reap. There's a time to be busy, a time to be complacent, a time to be Martha, a time to be Mary. You need both of them. And in preparing for this, I have this book that I found very difficult to read. The Sayings of the Desert Fathers, I've titled. And there's a story which addresses this, and it's a short one, and I want to read it to you. The Desert Fathers were back 2nd, 3rd century, who had retreated to the desert in monasteries. They were tired of living in a world that they felt was corrupt. So they created their own series of monasteries throughout the deserts. A brother went to see Abbot Sylvanus on the mountain of Sinai. When he saw the brothers working hard, he said to the old man, "Do not labor for the food which perishes. Mary has chosen the good portion." The old man said to his disciple, "Zacharias, give the brother a book and put him in a cell without anything else." So when the 9th hour came, the visitor watched the door, expecting someone would be sent to call him to the meal. When no one called him, he got up, went to find the old man, and said to him, "Have the brothers not eaten today?" The old man replied that they had. Then he said, "Why did you not call me?" The old man said to him, "Because you are a spiritual man and do not need that kind of food. We, being carnal, want to eat, and that is why we work. But you have chosen the good portion and read the whole day long. You do not want to eat carnal food." When he heard these words, the brother made a prostration and flat down on the floor, saying, "Forgive me, Abbot." The old man said to him, "Mary needs Martha. It is really thanks to Martha that Mary is praised." There is a time and a place. We are called to be Marthas, and we're called to be Marys. Today, Jesus was on his way to Jerusalem, and he knew what was coming when he got there. He had his disciples, and he was teaching. Mary understood what Jesus needed. He did not need a big fancy meal of his own. He wanted to teach, be heard, and explain the kingdom of God is at hand. Martha was distracted by many things. That was a time when Martha should have been Mary also, to sit at his feet and love him. Each of us has times we are called to be Marthas and we're called to be Marys. The hard part is, which are you being called to do at any particular moment? I don't think any of us here right now believe that we're called to be Marthas. We're not out working. We're listening to the Word of God. We're called to be Marys. Later on today, you may be called to be a Martha. Both are necessary. And understanding that, I don't worry so much about being